What is going on, guys? Ginger here, and welcome to episode number 1 of this Coventry City Career Mode. So since I made that introductory episode a couple of weeks back, I basically just asked you guys for suggestions in the comments. I've come up with a list of players which you guys left, and I've also made a little squad here based on the comments you guys left as well. From the comments though, this is what I established. Stevenson in the midfield is somebody that we do want to keep hold of, as well as Jody Jones here on, well, he's playing on the left. I might move him over to the right, but Vincenzi here couldn't play on the left, but Jody Jones could. But anyway, a bit of versatility there with Jody Jones as well, but he's somebody that I want to keep hold of. And Burge was mentioned a couple of times in net, so I presume he has a bit of potential. Some other good players that I thought looked alright there was Kelly Evans here, Willis, he looked alright. These two up front, Ponticelli was mentioned once or twice as well, so maybe somebody I look to keep hold of, but we'll wait and see. Obviously, I've not played with this squad yet. I'm going to see which players I like playing with, which players I don't, and then we'll make further decisions, but for the time being, that's the first 11 that we're going to go with. As for transfers, though, you guys left a few suggestions in the comments. Here is the little list that I have compiled. Now, we've got Jadon Sancho, obviously former Manchester City man, maybe someone I'd look to bring in. However, he doesn't have a game face, or a picture in game, which is very, very annoying. Now, this man here, Reece Nelson, is somebody that was suggested absolutely loads. He was suggested more than anyone else, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try and sign him. The player is not... Oh, that's a thing? Okay, so we've come at a bit of a stumbling block there. Reece Nelson obviously won't sign. Does that mean we can? No, we can't. Obviously, we can't sign him. I presume he just doesn't want to relocate and he's not willing to move to Coventry, but that's a bit of a shame. I was really looking forward to bringing him in. He was going to be my #1 priority. So it looks like we're going to have to focus our attention around somebody else. Now, there are quite a few options here, some very good players indeed. I might scout some of them a bit further and then we'll see what happens. But anyway, we do have 5 emails here from the start of the game, and we are just going to skip through all these apart from the objectives one, which is obviously the most important. Now, youth development is on medium. Within 2 seasons, have at least 1 player from the youth academy signed in the first season and play him in at least 50% of the games in the next season. So that's definitely an objective we can fulfill. Obviously, with this career mode, I do want to take Coventry to Premier League or Champions League glory. I want to make them into a top European team, and youth development, because it's going to be such a long career mode, youth development is going to be a key part of that. So we are going to have to invest in the youth academy, which will take a substantial amount of our funds, but it's something we're going to have to do. Brand exposure is a low objective though, and they want at least 50% of home games to sell out this season, which I'm sure if we're playing good football and winning our games, then I'm sure that will happen. As for financial though, this is high. They want us to finish with at least 2.6 million profit at the end of the first transfer window, which is fairly difficult. It means that we can't go ahead and spend loads of money on players, so we might actually just go ahead and ignore that target. I'll try and not make it too bad, but it's a bit unrealistic. If we want to be signing players and bringing players in and spending money, then we can't be making profits, at least for the first couple of years. Those profits will come when we start winning other leagues and moving up in the divisions. The important one here though, critical domestic success. They want us to reach the round of 32 in the FA Cup, which is doable. Pretty difficult actually though, and they want us to gain automatic promotion from League 2, which obviously I want to try and win the title, but I want to try and get promoted in the first season. Coventry, despite the failing owners at the minute and the downfall that they've seen in the last few years, Coventry have still got a good team, and I think they're probably tipped as promotion favourites in real life, or one of those teams tipped for promotion in real life. So starting things off, we do have an offer from Tromso IL. I probably said that completely wrong, but they're offering £680,000 for Willis, and that's not an offer I'm willing to take. He's the captain of the club, if I'm not mistaken, and a great centre-back as well. He's 66 rated, so one of the better players in the squad at the minute, and so 680,000, they're not getting in for that. Now, I'm not going to show you guys all of the negotiations because, in my opinion, they're really boring. It's just repeated dialogue over and over again. But for this one, I'm going to ask for something absolutely absurd. We'll go and ask for £5 million or something. I don't even know why I'm doing this, to be honest. They're not going to accept that. And there you go. They didn't accept it. We do have an offer here for Ryan Haynes, though, who is left back, yes. He's probably not as key as Jordan Willis is there, but maybe we could negotiate something for him. Again, though, it's not a player that I need to get rid of. He's relatively young and not that bad rated, so I'm not going to take an offer that doesn't suit me. But we do have our first game here against Brescia, the Italian team. I believe they're in Serie B or Calcio B or whatever it's called now. But I'm going to go ahead and sim this one. Well, we're not the home team, it's at a neutral ground, but hopefully we can get a win here. Yeah, there we go, 3-0 win. really, I don't want to be playing these friendly games that just take up time, and they're not that interesting. However, the semi-finals and the final of this competition, providing we get there, I will play those, because we've only got 1.5 million, which isn't bad for a League 2 side, don't get me wrong, not bad at all. But if we can increase that a bit by winning this competition, then that would be great. Second match here against Turney though, or Cherney, I'm not sure, and they've actually won this one 3-2. So a bit of competition here, not looking so certain. Cherney there on 3 points, we're on 3 points, and Peterborough on 6 points. So Peterborough looking like the favourites so far. We do have an offer here for Lee Birdstow, but however, he is our first team keeper, so he's not going anywhere. But anyway, a game against Peterborough here, the final one of the group stages. Hopefully we can get a win and progress further into this competition, and there we go. We win 1-0, and a missed penalty as well, so maybe a chance to make it 2, but we get the 3 points, which is what matters, which means we will go ahead and progress into the semi-finals of the competition. One thing I did forget to do was set up the training, and you can see here, we've gone with 5 all gold training drills, and we've got Ponticelli, Stevenson, the centre-back from Ireland, I'm going to say Leahy, hopefully that's right, Kelly Evans, and Burge. So I'm probably not going to show you this. So I'm not going to show you guys this week in, week out. I'm just going to simulate these, and we'll change it up if somebody gets injured or something. I'll let you know then. But for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead and sim those every week. You can see here Will is really in high demand. This time Bolton coming in, but I'm not even going to negotiate. I can't be bothered. I'm just going to reject it. For the price that I'd want for him, they're not going to pay up, so there's no point in even negotiating. But anyway, we do have the semi-final of the European International Cup here against Walsall. Now, I said I would play these ones, and I'm going to stick to that word. We're going to play here against Walsall and hopefully get the win and progress into the final. So as you can see, we are on Legendary, as always, 5-minute halves, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this team that I did say was really my starting. Some players, they're not completely fit, but obviously we've got unlimited, well, not unlimited, 7 substitutions to use in this game, so we can rotate people as we see fit. Here we are, guys, the semi-finals at the San Siro. Fair enough, that's a pretty nice venue for Coventry versus Walsall. A good opportunity for Walsall there on the rebound. They're 1-0 up. Not the best of starts to our campaign there. Walsall passing around very nicely, to be fair to them. Rebounded off the bar, which is fairly unlucky, and Burge wasn't going to get there on the rebound. It was just a bit unfortunate the way that goal went in. However, if Walsall are going to score 11 minutes in, is probably the best time. We've got 80 minutes to get a goal back. Talk about 80 minutes though, maybe even less here. We've got a chance on the edge of the box. A good shot there. Puts it into the top left corner. It's 1-1. Literally just 2 minutes after their goal, we get it just inside the box and stick that one in the top corner. Andrew there. And Andre, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Pronunciation, no good. No bueno. Obviously, I don't like mispronouncing names, and I like to know my players a bit better, so if you guys want to let me know in the comments phonetically how I say that, then that would help a lot, so I'm not struggling with that for the rest of the series. Stevenson here on the edge of the box, went for a shot, never really testing the keeper though, well over the bar. Through ball here into Ponticelli, who takes it on. I thought that was in for a second. I'm not sure how wide that was. Can see in the replay here, he did pick it up, and not far off at all, literally inches. Oh, we've got ourselves a penalty. 27 minutes in, a chance to make it 2-1. Not the best of challenges from their centre-back though, and we do get a penalty in the 27th minute. Stevenson is going to step up to take this one. We're going to try and put it in the top left corner. Hopefully we can do that. It's a goof. The keeper went the right way. Very nervous for a second there. But a strong and powerful penalty from Stevenson. Puts us 2-1 up. 28 minutes in. If it carries on like this is going to be one hell of a game. On the edge of the box there, and wow, what a finish that was. Now, I'm not going to attempt to mug off his name again, because I know 100% I've got it wrong, but I need to learn it, because if he carries on playing like this, he's going to be a key part in this series. A good chance here, and he's on his hat-trick. I don't know how to say his name, which is the most frustrating part about this, but we're 4-1 up. Not even half-time yet, 5 minutes from half-time, and there's been 5 goals in this game. That's absolutely mental. To all the fans that travelled all the way out to the San Siro, I bet they're glad they did, because this is an absolute goal fest. Another excellent strike there from our central attacking midfielder, though. Like I said, please let me know how I say his name so I can actually refer to him properly in this episode without worrying about completely butchering it. Half time here, the score is 4-1 at the minute. If I go ahead and look at the match stats, you can see Walsall with 2 shots, 1 on target, us with 8-6 on target and more possession. So really dominating this game now. 3 goals in front, I don't see Walsall coming back. A good chance here, Ponticelli through on goal, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Absolutely clattered off the crossbar. Chance not gone though. Jones with the shot. The keeper with another good save. But anyway, guys, with about 20 minutes to go, you can see we're making an absolute host of substitutions there. 6 players all coming on. The only player on the bench who's not coming on was the goalkeeper. Doyle here plays the ball into Kelly, who puts it in the back of the net. About 13 minutes to go with 5-1 up. Two of the substitutes there working together very nicely to get that 5th goal. That puts us home and dry and completely guarantees to win. Not that it was really in much doubt anyway though. Maybe a chance for Walsall here. Attacking in numbers, it's about 4-on-1 at the minute. I think he's taken too long to cross that one in though. Not quite. It's a good header, just gone past the post. Walsall really pushing here for that consolation goal, even though it's not going to mean anything in the long run, but they're really going for it. But in the end, they couldn't find it. The match does finish 5-1. An excellent first game in charge for me. Well, not the first game, obviously we saved a couple before that, or 3 before that even, but the first game that I've actually played. And considering Walsall are actually in the division above us, that's very promising indeed. Obviously it's only pre-season, so we can't get ahead of ourselves, but what a result that was against a team that's not even in our division. If we can continue that kind of form on into the league, I'm sure we will do just fine. And you can see that by winning that game, we do get £484,000 added to the transfer budget, which is very nice indeed. And that does put us on a total of £2.35 million now. One player who does catch my eye here is Russian Hepburn Murphy from Aston Villa, 18 years of age and a striker. And it was Sean in the comments of that introductory episode who commented this, so thank you for that comment. And he said he was a good talent and he's pacey. So what more could you want in a striker? But no, seriously, he does look like somebody that will be quite a good player. Maybe not a first team striker, obviously, maybe not going to be starting, but we can maybe train him a bit, get him up a bit on the rating, and see what we can do with him. So I'm going to go ahead and approach Aston Villa here and see what kind of prices we will be looking at. But I'll let you guys know the outcome. So I think I went in a tiny bit low because negotiations with Aston Villa are broken down. You can make another approach in a week should you still wish to acquire him. I thought, hey, he's like 18 years old, probably not the highest rated in the world, let's go with 100,000, and they literally straight up rejected that, didn't even tell me to bid any higher, so I think I'm going to have to go a bit higher than that. Luckily though, we only get locked out of those negotiations for a week, so it's not the end of the world. Obviously there are other players on that list that we can go for, and if you guys have any more suggestions in the comments, if you didn't see that first episode and you want to comment players now, it's definitely not too late to do so. I will read over every single comment that I get and put every single request on the transfer list. So if you do want to make a suggestion, I will note the name down and see where it goes from there. If it's somebody that I want to bring in, then maybe we'll do it. But anyway guys, next up we will be playing Foggia in the final of this European International Cup. And we need to be on top of our game because obviously the weather's going to be very foggy, so we might not be able to see the ball.
No! God, please, no!
That was an awful joke, I'm really sorry. But all joking aside, I think I'm going to leave it here for this episode. The next episode we'll be playing this game here and hopefully winning it, and adding a bit more budget to the transfer funds. And then we'll also try and sign somebody in the next episode as well. And obviously I do have the, what's it called, Global Transfer Network, I believe. I think that's what it's called, but obviously they give me recommendations on players, so maybe I'll look through these and see if I can find any that I'm interested in here. Usually they're pretty bad in my opinion. I've occasionally had a few good ones in there, but it's easier if you guys comment, yo, look at this guy, he's wearing a jumper. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm going to end the episode here. So if you have enjoyed it, then remember to drop a like on it. It is always appreciated. And if you don't want to miss on any future content on the channel, which is career mode videos pretty much every day, then make sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.